Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my perfume tray update weeks 3 and 4. I'm going to be sharing the fragrances that I wore the last half of the month, how I'm feeling about them, and just giving you guys updates on them and just diving a little deeper into these fragrances. With that said, let's get right into today's video. Let's get right into weeks 3 and 4 of the tray. So I'm going to start off with Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. So this one is one that is a love for me. It has a lot of memories because it's the fragrance that I took with me on the cruise last year on vacation. So I just remember like getting to the cruise and going into our room and stuff. Those are kind of like the memories that come to me when I smell this fragrance. This fragrance has pistachio, it has cardamom, it has coconut, it has some florals in here as well. So I do get like white florals mixed in with a coconutty smell. So it kind of smells almost like suntan lotion, but definitely like a more luxurious type of suntan lotion because I do pick up on the cardamom, which adds like a little bit of a spice to the fragrance. And it's just a really pretty one. Perfect for summertime. I feel like this fragrance is one that I love for warm weather. I would not wear this like during fall or winter at all. But it's just so pretty. It's something that you can wear during the day, something that you can wear to a dinner, to go shopping while you're on vacation, to have lunch, to have a dinner. It's just really, really nice. It's not something that I would wear if I'm going like literally to be at the beach. I feel like this one's a little bit more dressed up. It's a little bit more just luxurious feeling. So I would save this for like the evening time when you're gonna go have dinner somewhere, when you're traveling and you just take a shower from a long day at the beach and you want to feel beautiful, you want to do your makeup. This is the type of fragrance that you pull out. So this is really, really nice for vacations, like tropical vacations, summertime, just all of that. It's perfect for that. So this one is one that I did enjoy. I wore it a few times and I still feel the same way about it. I still love it. So nothing has changed with this one. So that is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Moving on. I also tried a little decant that I had of Mancera Holidays because I kind of noticed that I do have a lot of fragrances that have this type of DNA where it's very beachy, white florals, that type of thing, like tuberose, coconut, and just that type of vibe. So I wore my Mancera Holidays and for some reason I didn't enjoy that, you guys. It had like this buttery feeling to it that was just getting a little cloying to me, so I didn't really enjoy that one, but I'm definitely gonna give it another try and see if maybe it was just that day my nose was off or something. I don't know. So next up, I did use a lot of these two travel sprays. I'm pretty much going to finish them up before this summer even starts, I think. So the first one is Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62. So this one is almost done. I probably have like 2 more wears of this. This is just your bronze goddess. When I wear this, I just feel like I pick up a lot of like the saltiness, which usually salt notes on my skin are a big no-no, but this one works so well for me. This one to me is perfection. I pick up so much of the pistachio in this one along with caramel, and I believe there is also almond in here. I don't remember the notes, but I'm gonna put them on the screen for you guys. And it is just the perfect gourmand fragrance. And the unique thing about this fragrance is that usually my very gourmand fragrances I save for when it's a little bit cooler outside, because when it's really, really hot, they just don't seem to work. They're too thick, they're too syrupy. This one works well year round. So if you decide to wear this during fall and summer, you're going to get a very warm, gourmand, very inviting, very cozy type of scent. And then spring and summer, you just feel like this bronzed goddess, ready to go to the beach, ready to go do like summer activities, and you smell delicious. You smell salty and coconutty and like pistachio. It's just beautiful. So this is a very nice year-round fragrance, and I also love the body mist. I love the body cream. No complaints with this one. Next up is one that I want a full-size bottle of so bad. I'm just waiting to move, but this to me is just another tropical queen. If you want to travel to like an island, if you want to feel just like your fragrance just matches the vibes, I love Dolce & Gabbana Lily. This is so beautiful. It has such a tropical vibe to it. It just smells fruity and girly and floral and sparkling and just perfect for spring and summer. This is beautiful. I love so many of the fragrances in the Dolce line, but something about this one just, oh, I love it so much. And the funny thing is that this has passion fruit, which I am not a fan of in my fragrances, but in this one, it's perfect. It's so beautiful. If you're looking for something to wear this upcoming summer and you want something that's very tropical smelling, very girly, very sweet and fruity and juicy, check this one out. Beautiful. I love it so much. Next up, let's talk about one that is going to most likely be leaving my collection. I don't want to focus too much on declutters because I am going to do a declutter video maybe in like a month when I accumulate enough. I'm having a very hard time decluttering. It's getting down to those few that I just, it's getting real hard, and I have to get rid of a few more. I just can't move with so many perfumes. So this is getting like real difficult for me, but let's start off with Clean Reserve Solar Bloom. This is a fragrance that I really love. It's very unique. It has coconut in it, but then it has like, I believe it's charcoal in here. So this is just like a very warm fragrance. And it's perfect for those people who do not like a lot of florals. You don't like a lot of fruits. You just want to smell inviting, warm. And I am most likely going to be getting rid of this one, but not because I don't like it, but just because I have another one that kind of gives me the same vibe. So I kind of have to choose between both of them. I get like the coconut in here, but I get like the creaminess of the coconut. I don't get the actual scent of the coconut. I get more of like a smoky, creamy, warm scent. It's called Solar Bloom, and it is a radiant floral. That's how they described it. But to me, it's more of like a warm, comforting, charcoal kind of smoky scent. It's so different. I did notice that my Commodity Velvet gives me pretty much the same vibes. I just pick up a little bit more rose in this one. So I am going to keep the Velvet Personal. Yeah, this one I pick up a little bit more of like that rose in there. It feels a little bit more feminine, but they dry down, giving you that same type of like warm, cozy feeling, even though you can wear it during spring and summer because it's not thick or anything like that. It's just one of those fragrances where they just blend so beautiful with the skin. It doesn't really smell like you're wearing perfume. You just smell really good and inviting and like warm. So that's what I get with Commodity Velvet. This one kind of gives like those same vibes as Replica by the Fireplace, but way more wearable, way more toned down, not as smoky. So they also both give like this woody type of scent, and that's kind of, I think, where they are similar. Yeah, they're so similar. I feel like keeping both of these is going to be like, and they're big bottles at that. So I am going to keep the Commodity Velvet, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with Solar Bloom. This is not a safe blind buy though. I feel like this is one that you have to go to Sephora or anywhere where they have testers of this line and try it out because it's so different. It's so unique. It's not one of those like crowd pleasing type of fragrances. I can definitely see someone not enjoying this at all. It's like a unique type of scent, but these are both beautiful. I'm just going to end up keeping the Velvet Personal, and I will find someone who I can give this Solar Bloom to. So since we're talking about how I am downsizing my collection, I just spoke to you guys about Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I talked to you about Chez Rosa 62. I do have a lot of fragrances that kind of have like that beachy vibe. I also have this fragrance which is discontinued. I don't like talking about discontinued fragrances because I don't want to feel like I'm teasing you guys. But this is the KKW Body 2, which I have loved ever since I got this. And I also have Kayali's Utopia. So I started to kind of think like all of these give me the same vibe. They're a little different. They're not dupes for each other, but they definitely smell similar. So I told myself, okay, Amy, you have to at least let one of them go. And it was really difficult. I kind of kept going like back and forth. I was like, no, I'm not going to get rid of that one. Yes, I'm going to get rid of that one. This was ready to go. No, it's not. I love it. So it was just really hard to get rid of one. And unfortunately, I think the one that's going to be leaving my collection is going to be Kayali's Utopia. Vanilla Cocoa 21. And I still like this one. So when I put this one on, I do get compliments from my husband, and he says that it smells nice, but he says that it is kind of like strong. But when I wear Tom Ford Soleil Blanc and when I wear KKW2, I feel like these are more me. I feel like there's nothing about them that I would change. I really, really like them. I enjoy them. So KKW2 has more of like a coconutty feeling to it, and it has ambrette in the base. And if you have been following me for a while, I love so many fragrances with ambrette. It is just like this musk, just very soft smelling note. It just adds such a nice touch to all of the fragrances that I have with that note. So just imagine this smelling like Soleil Blanc. If you have ever smelled Soleil Blanc, I just get more of a thin, airy vibe with this one. I get a little bit more coconut. It's a little bit more easy to wear. It's not as, like, this one has a little bit more spice from the cardamom. The white florals make it feel a little bit more luxurious or more dressed up. So I would wear this one more like during the evening, during summertime, even if I'm wearing a nice summery outfit, but it just fits more for like eating dinner, going somewhere really nice, just that type of vibe. And then this one is definitely one that you can wear like any time of the day, casually. If you're going to the beach, you can definitely put this on. You still get white florals, but I also get yellow florals in here. I'm not sure if they're in here, but I feel like I do get more yellow florals in this one. A little bit of ylang ylang. So I decided I need to keep this one. I still have about, it's kind of like right here, I think. But this is a big bottle, so this will last me a while. I really like it. Now, Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa, this one tends to, there's something in here. I can't really like pinpoint what it is. I feel like it kind of gives it like this powdery texture to the fragrance. And what made me make up my mind about decluttering this one is that I recently started really loving my M. Micallef Ylang and Gold. I feel like if you have this one, you don't need Ylang and Gold, and vice versa. I feel like they're very similar to each other. I just prefer the way that Ylang and Gold is. I still get the Ylang Ylang because it is the star of the fragrance, but in here, I feel like something in here is just heavy. I'm not sure what it is, but I do enjoy it. I still recommend it as a beautiful fragrance, but I have never recommended this for daytime wear. Ever since I got this fragrance, I always pictured this being more of like an evening summer scent. I see this working better like at nighttime. You might be having dinner somewhere next to the beach, or you're somewhere that's tropical, but it is in the evening or nighttime. I just don't see this working like in the middle of the day. It's a little too much for middle of the day summer scent. I definitely think this one's better for like evening, but this one's gonna be leaving my collection. Next up, we have Giorgio Armani's Ocean di Gioia. I'm gonna see if I could finish this one up before leaving, but hopefully I can get my hands on another one once I move, like a 3.4 ounce bottle. This is one of my favorite spring and summer fragrances. This is literally you on a boat and you're getting that ocean breeze, like literally the middle of the ocean type of breeze. You know, that kind of has like this like airy, sweet smell, but then you get this beautiful, realistic pear. Like if you just sliced up a freshly washed pear that's super juicy, it's literally like dripping. It's like the perfect sweetness. It's just perfect. That is what I get. And I don't even eat pears. I don't like pears. But the smell of it is just so beautiful. I love it. I never want to be without this. It's just a very girly, fresh, clean smelling, but not soapy or laundry. Just a breath of fresh air with some added pear in there. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Next up, we have Givenchy's Hot Couture. This is the EDT version. I have never tried the EDP version. I want to try it so bad. But this right here is like a badass chick who just loves to ride on her boyfriend's motorcycle. She loves to wear leather jackets. She still does her makeup and she's still very girly, but she does have like this bold side to her, and she's tough and she's just sexy but tough at the same time. That's what this smells like. So there is, I think, raspberry and strawberry in here. I don't remember the exact notes, but you do get this juicy fruitiness in here. But then there's also like a smoky vibe. And I know so many of us have described it as kind of like a cigarette smoke. Don't think of like cigarette smoke like someone literally just smoked and that's what it smells like. No, that's not cute to me. I mean a smokiness kind of like if you just smell so good, but you were at a bar and just a little bit of that smokiness is still on you, but you can definitely smell your products more, like the girly products, you know, that's what it smells like. It smells like a very sexy chick. Like, I just love it. And every time that I wear this, I get compliments. And every time that I wear this, I smell it on myself. It lasts a long time. It projects. I have a scent bubble. It's everything that I love in a fragrance. Now, I don't use it all the time because this one to me is more of like once in a while. It's not something that I would wear like a signature scent, even though I don't have a signature scent. That just doesn't exist for me. I just feel like this one's more for when you just want to feel how special it is. Like, I wouldn't wear it all the time because when I wear it once in a while, every time I wear it, I just fall in love with it all over again. I love smelling myself with it. I think that this is nice for year round, honestly. The smokiness in it makes it okay for fall and winter, but then the juicy fruitiness in it is perfect for spring and summer. And it's just super unique fragrance. There's nothing I have ever smelled that I thought that smells like Hot Couture. There's just nothing. So if you love unique fragrances, check this one out. Sparkling Sugar by Clean Reserve. I have been using this one so much, and Sparkling Sugar, so good. This one only has peach, musk, blackcurrant. I don't pick up a lot of blackcurrant, so if you're like me and you're someone who's very picky with blackcurrant, a lot of times it can smell like pea, or it can be very sharp. It can be just very strong. And it's just not a note that I look for in my perfumes. But in here, it's barely noticeable. It just adds a very nice touch. It's very sparkling, and the peach is pretty much the star of the show. And it's not your typical peach where it's obviously peach. It just smells like a very juicy, fruity, musky scent. Perfect for spring. I recommend this one for spring and summer. Next up, you guys, I'm struggling with this one so bad, and I felt very guilty because when I talked about this one, I said that I loved it because when I smelled it, I loved it. And I put it on the tray because I wanted to get to know it better. I couldn't wait to wear it. I was so excited. And when I wore it, oh my God, no one in the house liked it. I couldn't stand it on me. I don't know what happened. But I'm not going to get rid of it because I am moving, and I still have hopes that it's going to smell the way that I smelled it when I first smelled it. Because what happened was I received this fragrance right at the beginning of the year around Valentine's Day, around there, like beginning of February. And here in Puerto Rico around that time, it was very oddly cool outside. It was like in the 70s, and we rarely get that. It's usually like straight up hot weather all the time. So when I smell this, it smelled so beautiful. I even got similarities to Baccarat Rouge 540, like as in the texture of it. It was very airy, very sweet. So I'm talking about Montale's Crazy in Love. I loved it when I tried it out. I loved it more than Rose's Musk. And I actually chose this one if I had to choose between the two. And so I was very excited. I put it on my tray, and that's the only difference that I could think of, was that it was cooler when I wore this during February. Fast forward to March, it's hot as hell outside now. It's kind of like close to the 90s. It's like a hot summer day. I sprayed this. I got like oud. I don't even know. I'm sure there's no oud in there because I don't enjoy fragrances with that. I'm gonna spray it on a tester strip today to see if the same thing happens, because I just couldn't believe how different this smelled. It was night and day difference. Today is like, it's right in the middle. I'm getting the nice sweet notes that I got the first time I smelled it. Yeah, I'm keeping this one because I feel like it's more of a weather thing. So there is Wild Rose violet leaves, saffron, brown sugar, amber, and vanilla bean. I have no problems with those notes. Rose can sometimes be a little too much, but for the most part, I can enjoy it. Violet, I can be picky with, but it's not violet that I'm picking up in here. I feel like this one is definitely going to be like a fall and winter scent for me because it did not work in the heat. Today it actually smells really nice. So I'm going to reserve my opinion on Crazy in Love, and I have to update you guys like towards the end of the year. When I start wearing it again, I will let you guys know, because I'm scared to get rid of these types of fragrances because they don't work here, knowing that I'm gonna be living somewhere where it's gonna get cold, and I just don't want to get rid of all of like my heavy hitters or like fragrances that I know can do really good like in cooler weather. So I'm gonna take this one with me, and hopefully it turns out to be a good fall and winter scent. But give me your opinions, you guys. Help me out and let me know. For those of you who do have Crazy in Love, when do you wear it? When do you prefer it? And has this ever happened to you with this fragrance? I cannot wait to hear from you guys, because you guys know that I'm super honest with you. But when I come here and tell you guys that something that I loved is now smelling totally different, I always just feel so guilty. But I'd rather be honest with you than pretend like I'm still liking it when I'm not. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one right now, but we're going to see how it goes in a few months. Next up, Valentino Donna Aqua, one of my favorite fragrances. The dent is a little bit bigger. I did give it like 3 uses. I told myself that I need to stop saving it because it's going to go bad and then I'm not gonna get to enjoy it. But a bottle of this on eBay right now is like probably close to like $300, and I'm not going to pay that. But it is beautiful. This is a beautiful almondy, it almost smells like pistachio, because sometimes almond and pistachio can kind of smell similar. It's just so good. If you love almond scents, I know that the fragrance mist from Bath and Body Works, Almond Blossom, that one smells very similar to this, but this just has, I believe it's pear that makes the difference in here. So pear mixed with almond will give you like this sweet dessert, but then it also has like this floral, or not floral, it just has like this sexy woman scent to it, even though it has very sweet almond and pear. It's like the perfect balance of like gourmand notes, but also floral notes. And the florals in here are frangipani, which I love, and jasmine. The jasmine is not screechy, it's not loud, it's not sharp. I love this fragrance so much. So yeah, I did use it, I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna be so sad when I finish this bottle. Next up, Dedcool Taunt. Such a good one. I wear this one when I'm going to like doctor's appointments, a dentist appointment, when I'm gonna have like people close to me and I don't want to smell too strong. This is like the perfect musky vanilla scent. So if you enjoy Clean Reserve Skin, which is like a musky, I think there's like praline in that one, leather, I don't remember the notes, but if you like Clean Reserve Skin, this is pretty much the same vibes but vanilla. So it's like a musky vanilla. It's very simple. Maybe it could be underwhelming for some people and it could leave some people like wanting more, but for a comforting bedtime fragrance, or for your appointments, or for just every day you want to smell good and cozy and cuddly and like vanilla, this to me is a must-have. It's not a beast mode type of fragrance, none of that. But you guys know on my channel, these are the types of fragrances that I prefer. I do like that this one is soft, but I still can smell myself, and like my bubble actually smells amazing. Because sometimes you will get like really soft fragrances and then once you spray it on, you don't smell anything. This one I can smell it for hours and hours, but it's just very close to me. It's not going to project really far. And layered with vanilla body care, perfection. Next one, I have some thoughts. This is one that went so viral, like on TikTok and Instagram, and everyone was just so in love with it, and I fell into the hype. I really did. And when it came to this one, I didn't follow my little travel size rule, and I just picked up a bottle, and I have been using it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musc Noir Rose for her. So this one, there's a teeny dent because I did test it out this month. I played around with it. I wore it a few times. I will say, This is really nice. It reminds me personally, because sometimes I get people like attacking my nose, like, oh, that does not smell like that. Well, to my nose, this is very, very close to La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. It's not a dupe because La Nuit Tresor à la Folie is just one of my favorite fragrances as well, and it's discontinued. So I just have the worst luck with my favorite fragrances. They all get discontinued. But this is the closest I think I'll find to that one. À la Folie just has like this, almost like a nutty, creamy texture to it. It's hard to describe it. This one, I think it's more like rose. It's like a very dark rose, and it's very sexy. It's very feminine, very beautiful for like a special occasion. But this is not something that I'm going to wear on an everyday basis. It reminds me so much of La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. Like, that's just what I think of when I smell it, but just not such an amazing version of it. But I just don't think that, again, I don't want to say the hype is not worth it, because what could be amazing to someone else is not to me. So I don't want to say that it's not hype worthy, but to me, I don't know. It's really nice. It's sexy. I like it, but it's not one that I will say this is a favorite. Like, I haven't got to that point. I'm not in love with it. It's more of like a like with her. Very sexy, very deep, a little mysterious. Everything is smooth. There's nothing sharp in here. Beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it's just not what I go crazy over, pretty much. But I'm keeping it. It's not getting decluttered because I do like it. And I think that it will be a beautiful fall and winter scent. So maybe I'm just using it like in the wrong time, because I just don't feel like this is one that I would wear in the heat. But definitely in the fall and winter, this is beautiful. Beautiful for like date night, and just very sexy. So I like it a lot. The last one I'm on the fence about. Maybe you guys can give me advice and let me know what should I do. This is Jimmy Choo's I Want You Forever. When I reviewed this, I was just like so in love. I loved the way that they did the cherry, and even that like earthy touch that it had to it. Some days it kind of, I'm not like in the mood for it, but I think that it's a very well made fragrance. It's really nice. I think this one was very polarizing. There was a lot of people who enjoyed it, and then there was a lot of people who didn't enjoy it. My thing with this one is I think that it's just not for the weather here. That opening is so intoxicating with like the cherry. It's like a dark, deep, smoky type of cherry. And there's like a nuttiness in there as well. I'm gonna keep it because I feel like I'm going to love this when I move. And I don't want to get rid of it and then regret it, because I pretty much have like the whole bottle left. This is a 1.3 fluid ounce. So what do you guys think? Do you guys really enjoy this in fall and winter? How did it work out for you? Should I take it with me? I think it's one that I'm really gonna like. That's why I don't wanna declutter it. I don't know. When I try to wear it here, it just doesn't do it for me because it's too hot. So every time that I'm going to reach for it, I end up reaching for something else, because here, fragrances, like right now with the heat, fragrances like Ocean de Gioia, Sparkling Sugar, even Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, it's really nice at this time of the year. But Jimmy Choo, I Want You Forever, it just doesn't feel right in the weather right now. But I think that I should take it with me. I'm very confused about this one. So that brings me to the end of my tray update. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below which one of these fragrances you love, or which ones don't work out for you. Any tips that you might want to give me. You guys know that I'm always open to any tips, advice, anything like that. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.